Is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders, closet swing traders. Jay says, good morning, good Wednesday morning. I agree. What is up, Jay? What is up, Franco? We got Win in the house. We got Albert. We got Babbitt. Good morning. We got Brian Carey. Jenny's with us. Jason P. King is in the house. We got Jose, Kevin, L. Chuck. What is happening? We got Patrick in the house. Good morning, Ray. Ronald. We got yes, sir. Good morning, all my peeps in YouTube land. You guys are piling in. Let me see if I can get this chart switched over. Tomorrow will be the crazier day than today. I could only imagine, as I believe CPI comes out tomorrow. So a day away. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how today will play out. Just in the terms of, I mean, right now we're getting a little bit of a continuation in the bullish direction. Let's go to a daily candle real quick from yesterday. The last few times the day before on CPI was kind of a pretty much a big nothing burger in the most basic sense. So we'll see if anything wants to break out, or maybe we get some kind of news. I don't know if there's any Fed talking today, anything like that we really have to worry about. Rock is in the house. Hector joining us as well. We got Ronald. Ooh. We got Agnes. Agnes says, good morning. I just subscribed to your all pass this morning. Got the confirmation email, but can't see the subscription in your dashboard. Agnes, do me a favor, unless you already did it. Let me just check if you email me. If not, could you just email me at support@reallifetrading.com? Actually, you did that already. Okay, hold on one second. We can't start without Agnes. We just cannot do that. Let's get you up and running, Agnes. This is actually an exciting time. This is an exciting time because I get to see somebody going from like YouTube chat, and then it's like they're on the other side. All of a sudden, they start chatting in the actual chat. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. I don't know if I can contain myself. Win says 8:30 tomorrow, so be flat by the end of the day. Yeah, tomorrow's the big CPI, and again, I think we're gonna start having to break it down by core CPI, and okay, so this is this. Let me send you a temporary link to your dashboard, Agnes. Hold on one second. We're going to make it happen. We are going to make this happen. Let's see this. You do have it in there, so I don't know. Maybe you signed up with a different email than you're trying to log into. Not sure, but Agnes, I'm sending you an email with just a temporary link to your dashboard. But I do see the all access pass at least in that link. So you should be able to click it and hang out, chillax with us all day long. But you are set. Jennifer's in the house. What's up, Jennifer? Can you take a look at CRM? Yep, for sure. We definitely could. Win says, plus Jan is traveling tomorrow. Uh-oh. No. There's usually big moves, but it's only in one direction when Newsom travels. That's facts. Yeah, for anybody that's newer to real life trading, anytime that guy steps on it depends. Is it international? International is Tank City for sure. There's no, it is international? Uh-oh. Buy those puts, stack them up. Yeah, there's the moon phase, there's the Momo strategies there, but the Newsom traveling international indicator is the most accurate one I've seen so far. You won't find that technical analysis anywhere. So the SPY, very, very interesting little gap. We are outside of yesterday's range. Technically, this is a retest gap. So I might want to be a little patient at open, see if we get a little bit of pullback. The one concerning thing for me is where all this action is happening, right? So we have kind of this little zone. That's the worst straight line I've ever drawn in my life. I don't know. What time is it? Did I have my coffee yet? That is a horrible looking straight line. But this should be some type of support. we hit into already with this little wick, we've hit into some kind of resistance, right? This is technically a retest gap, but we are opening above the open of that red candle as well. So I can take it either way. And if we do take it bullish, are the bulls really there to break through that? That's going to be the line that I'm watching today. Jose says head and shoulders. Let's see. You're on the daily chart. I was looking at this thing actually for inverse head and shoulders, but let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to. Yeah, I see what you're looking at. It's like one of those things where like you have to stare at the picture for 25 minutes and then you finally see like a giraffe. You're probably looking at this, right? This is how perspective the market is. You're probably looking at that being head and shoulders. That takes this as your neckline. And this would be the retest into it. Probably if you think there's a recession on the table, it's not a bad idea to have some attempts to buy some puts, a couple, because who knows what CPI is going to do tomorrow at this zone, and that would be the retest. That would be a 3, 4, one new lower low. Potentially, if you're going to play with that being your head and shoulders. The one that I was looking at was actually, maybe I'm just more positive than you, Jose. I don't know. But I'm looking at this one and I'm like, okay, maybe this is that's the left shoulder, that's the head, this is the right shoulder, and then again, wow, my lines are horrible today. I hope I don't get pulled over and they make me walk a line today. I hope not, because that's not going to go well. I'm just bad at lines. That's it. But yeah, that's the one I was originally looking at, and then I'm like, okay, if we could get that break, we come back down for that retest, and then that could happen potentially. I'm so positive today. I don't know. I'm just waking up in a positive mood. But again, the other thing too, whether you're positive or negative today, all of that is completely garbage. None of that matters until 8:30 tomorrow, when the market will go, okay, now we got some new data. We could pretty much establish a new direction. So positive or negative today means nothing until 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then on top of that, like I said, we've seen some kind of choppy days before CPI comes out. That makes sense. I mean, we just had two different perspectives on the same exact chart. Right? One bullish, one bearish. I don't think me and Jose are the only ones that are kind of looking at things in different ways. And that's what causes a little bit of chop back and forth. And then finally, somebody's right, somebody's wrong. And then everybody has to react off of that news that comes out. So could this be just a little bit of choppy day? I'm still going to put a little bit of bullish lean on the market today. But again, this is technically a retest gap. If we open above this, I will say this, since we did get up there, since I've been just blabbering about God knows what for the last 10 minutes, but if we do get this open above 391.79, that's a lot stronger. So on that case, I'm thinking we probably actually have a little bit more bullishness, and then it comes down to, okay, 393.31. Can we get to this zone? Do we have a massive day up to 401? I don't know if that 401 happens, but I'd probably be looking heavily into like 395.64ish, 395.50, somewhere in that zone would be the next spot. Bottom or rocket would be the next one. Let's take a look at CRM, since that was requested. And I think they had a little gap down. 5 stocks to watch. Why do I even try it? They're just going to tell me what stocks I should be watching today. Disney, Salesforce, and more. Okay, I got to see what the more is. Disney, UBS, Salesforce, Kirkland, and KB Home. Somebody remember all those. And we'll take a look, because they told us that's what we got to watch today. So Yeah, this is definitely a gap and go, doing something different than the market. The next immediate target on this one would probably be 140.62. Should be almost, this is the last highest bullish volume. So we have to get below. You're probably going to run into, at the bottom of this candle, some kind of hesitation around 142.50. But if that breaks, we probably start heading to this 140.62 zone. Probably gets held up there. That's going to be some kind of a bullish. Maybe we close that, technically what should have been a retest, never really got retested. Comes down. You got the 10 EMA. So again, it's just going to come down to targets on this one. But that would be technically a gap and go for sure. Inside of this candle, which I don't love, and that's the one where all the bulls came in. So you're probably going to have some bulls trying to save it. But definitely doing something different than the market. And so far, I agree with that Rando article that we should watch CRM today as well. The other one they promised me was going to be good is Disney. Let's see. Good volume there. So you do have a lot of people profitable into this. This is a retest gap. I would not jump into this one right at the open. Decent location. The next spot to really watch for is about $4 higher. So 99.33 would be my target on Disney if we get it low. I kind of like this one a decent amount, just because we could make something work on day trade basis. $4 is a lot. So let's throw that to the top. What was the other one? CRM we'll keep up here as well. I want to throw my SPY is starting to move down on my list, so I'm just gonna drag that one up for a little bit. Easy access. Boeing. I think Boeing was another one. Again, we've had good momentum in this one, and we are gapping up. Should be a retest gap. We're opening above a previous VPOC as well. This dotted line is much more heavy volume, so I think in this range we probably get stuck. I don't know if we see fireworks. Square was interesting too this morning. Coin got a $15 price cut this morning. Yay. But they just fired everybody. That's good. That news lasted like one day in coin. That's it. Square I thought was a little bit more interesting than this. Maybe we get continuation on Square potentially. I believe in the hourly. That's what it was. Square on the hourly chart looked interesting. PayPal actually looks a lot better on a daily, to be honest. PayPal might be one for us to watch as well. Technically, retest gap, we should have a very, very strong support somewhere around 77.92-ish. And we have one little hiccup we got to get through, which is pretty much where we're banging our heads into now, 78.53. If that breaks, that gives us another $1.40 to the upside, and we start to get into this almost breakout range. But you do have your 10 EMA. Entry would have been somewhere around 77.08. We're not getting it too far off that, and look for some kind of maybe continuation. I'll move this up a little bit. It's an okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Let's take a look at coin, and we'll take a look at Apple as well. Pretty solid day on coin yesterday. Obviously, news was that they were cutting 20% of their workforce, and now you get a 15%. So, one step forward, $15 back. We'll see. That would take them to almost that's gonna take them to a $25 price target. You gotta love the analysts, though. You have to love the like when a stock is down 90%, then they go, you know what, we're gonna do some price target cuts, and then it'll go up $150. Like, okay, we're gonna now increase our targets. Like, thanks, guys. Yeah, pretty much chop zone was still inside yesterday's candle. If anything, I would be looking for a retest back to $40.31. So from pre-market, that's not going to give you too much, $1.30. But if you're disbelieving them, that's the spot I would look to go long. If you are bullish on this, get some kind of we've had some kind of a breakout, so maybe maybe this is going to happen. The problem with anything coin is it's also affiliated with anything crypto, and you really need Bitcoin to work on your side for any of that positivity to work out. And let's take a look at Apple off the Daily Hammer, AAPL. Agnes, how come you didn't throw any chats into the chat pane yet? I'll go ahead. I'll send you the link. I'm so pumped to see like the conversion from YouTube into the chat. And I get nothing. Crazy. Yeah, you do have that Daily Hammer on Apple. Definitely if you were to combine those two, right? So if we were to do like a 2-day chart, that's just a high wave candle, and we're technically still in it. That would also be a retest. So again, you are above the 10 EMA. It does look a little, I mean, on the very same note, if we're just gonna randomly combine candles, this one opens up here. And then if we're combining these, this would close here. And we got all the way down here. That's actually a massive hammer. That's more of the hammer I'd probably play. I don't know what that was. Weekly. Probably have to go to like a weekly chart on that. That's telling me that this looks decent. Let's throw this up higher on the list. Let's see if we can get some Apple bullish. Again, is today the chop day, right? So again, let's combine those two candles I talked about. We have something that looks like this. There's your wick. There's your wick. And we are just opening inside of that range. So is today the breakout day? Or is it an indecision high wave? We're just going to kind of maintain that range. I want to think that's probably what we're going to do. So again, I don't know if we get that breakout day today, but we'll keep it higher on the list just in case. Oh, Agnes says I did. All right, then it's my fault. I just missed it. 55 target on JA. I don't know JA. Oh, what was that? Oh, J.A. Davidson's price target. Was that coin? Oh, that's all right. So you got one analyst with a $15 cut. The other one is Moon Lamboing. Okay. Just figuring out the settings and troubled open in Slack, which doesn't seem to recognize my email. Yeah, on that one I'll get on for as soon as the bell rings. I'll get you in on that one. Exclusive club Slack. All right, let's see. I saw a couple of the tickers. We got coin. We did that one. WBD from my boy Jason King. Yeah, okay. I was gonna ask you, how do you think you want to play this one? But you kind of already said it. You got a whole bunch of green candles. You have a gap up. Also, you have this little bigger volume area, which should be some kind of resistance. I definitely agree. Let's that would be I don't know if it's a go short yet. At 1312, if we get some kind of immediate pop out of the gate, that's probably a good spot to try it. We definitely have some momentum popping in on this one, and I do think it is undervalued at $12.57. I think we were somewhere. We did a full breakdown on WBD. I think it was like somewhere around here too. But yeah, anything, if this thing does pull back for the long term, I kind of like it. I know there's a lot of FUD on that one, but we'll see. But that's a lot of people being profitable. That gap up, I think, should fade. That's not going to give you too much room to work with if you're fading out of the gate. It's going to give you about 50 cents ish to start, and then if you start breaking down, you get a little bit more. But I would like to see that pop a little bit higher for the short. I don't know. Let me see if I missed any other tickers. Otherwise, everything is okay. Jason says, I think CPI comes in good. Markets rally, thinking Japan will slow down rate increases, and then he raises by half, just like he's been saying. I'm leaning towards the above, as I think it screws with the greatest number of people. For you newer traders, not necessarily to real life trading, but to the markets in general. I don't know if you remember, or we're trading around the 2020 pushes. You see a lot of companies, AMD was one of them, probably even Tesla, a bunch of them. They would be putting in these big moves into earnings. Their earnings would come out absolutely terrific and crushing every single cylinder, and just be like, wow, this is amazing. And then you get a little gap up, and then that fades all the way down. And you're like, why is this thing fading? Like, why is, after all these good earnings, good reports, why is this thing fading? It has nothing to do with the report. It has to do with these people going, cool, made my move, got my profit, I'm getting on out. Right? I think the CPI, going into CPI, has a very similar effect to it. And let's just go back real quick to the SPY, and you don't really have a huge run up, but we got some profit, right? Some people bullish. We've had this little run up. We're not at the very, very bottom, the lows yet. So I don't know. Is this a big enough move? That I'm not sure of yet, but I do expect that. I do think that most people are assuming or thinking that those numbers come in light, and maybe today we do get some kind of continuation breakout. We'll have to see where today's candle ends. If today's a wild candle, though, and we do get a very, very big bullish day, then yeah, I'm going to be looking to probably buy some puts going into the close of tomorrow, because at least a couple. And then if we gap up like crazy on the CPI, I'm definitely looking to fade that as well. People are going to want to take profits, especially in a bear market. It would be the best trap. Rug pull tomorrow. Tesla's up like $3 pre-market. Let's take a look at the Tessie. Elon. Doug KK is in the house. My boys on YouTube land. This is a holiday now. This is like a holiday. What is happening, Doug KK? Tesla looks actually pretty phenomenal, to be honest. Above the 10 EMA. Technically, it's a gap and go. Technically, I'm going to go in with a small time frame. I'm just going to keep saying the word technically. That's how I'm going to play that. I want to try to get a pre-market trade set up on this one. That's what I'm thinking. And a lot of people being in the trap zone. I just don't know where to put entries and stops where I could do this thing pre-market. Thinkorswim shows it out 121.90. That's because TradingView is far advanced in the future. If TOS is correct, that's just not enough for me to do a pre-market. If it's up here, though, I kind of like it. And then next target would be at least 124.01. We know 123, big struggle bus zone. We've been rejected from that a few times. So if we're going for 124, you might as well go higher. 125.09. I'm going to be watching Tesla very closely. I don't have enough levels to set this thing. Where I have like good risk reward. But we're definitely trapping. I mean, a lot of volume came in mostly all through yesterday to the bear side. People selling off, expecting probably this gap to close. did not close. We do have a little bit of obvious resistance up here. Let's see if we can get a pullback and some kind of entry to buy. And if this thing fades harder than it should, then I'm looking to actually buy it still at 118-ish. So I have a couple spots I'd be interested in picking up some Tessie today. It's got some room. I like that chart a lot. So that's going to be very high on my list. We'll see what happens. Win says he's on the 3-minute. You want to set a trade off 3-minute. Yeah, but even, I mean, Tesla, whether this thing goes bullish or bearish, yeah, even on the 3-minute, I got 122.18 pre-market. Hector says 120 by 117. I know Johnny. Jeremy likes to do a $3 stop on Tesla. And I agree. I mean, look at this. Look at this. If we're just looking at the pockets of liquidity on this, I mean, there's nothing here. So honestly, this is the level that should hold. I wouldn't want it to probably break here. So we could even go with a stop of like 120. That would have to make its way all the way through a lot of volume for that stop. And then entry would be, I don't know, maybe a slight little pullback to this 122.10 zone. I don't know. Let's map out one just in case. But this is I'm not taking this one officially. I'm not taking this one in general at all. I'm just kind of pre-planning out what I would like to see, and then we'll see if we could do some kind of setup or trade. But bullish entry. Hypothetically, we could probably get our stops to, let's go we go 120 even. Stop. Let's go figure out where our 2R target is. I would only need 140 in the red with the shares in. There you go. $1 a day, Franco. 122.05. 120. So 2R target will be 126.15. What do we got? 2 more minutes. Yeah, this is that 123 zone. I mean, if we could clear this 125, there's nothing stopping us. The next VPOC is 138. Yikes. Yikes. Let's just, let's throw that to a 3R target. Roughly. Doug KK, you coming back or what? I miss you, buddy. 128.20. 128.20 is 3Rs. Again, I'm not taking this trade. I'm just kind of planning what I would like to see. I gotta wait for a couple candles to close, most likely. If they gave me like a little bit of a better entry spot out of the gate, we could probably take something, but 128.20. Obviously, Tesla does some wild things, and hopefully we can get a little bit of a dip, which is possible. It is possible that we can get a little bit of a retest, something like that, and then just have better even entries on this trade. But something like that would be 3Rs. And if, again, even at 3R target, I'll just let that thing ride. Market is open. All my peeps in YouTube land, appreciate you guys. Love you guys all for joining me each and every day. I truly do mean that. And make sure on the way out, you guys hit that little thumbs up button, that little subscribe button, and it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And really, that's my goal in life. So make sure you guys do that. Otherwise, be easy tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., 30 minutes before we even start streaming live. We do got CPI coming in. So make sure you guys are fully prepared. Clean up those positions. Make sure you want to be positioned the way you that you feel comfortable going into CPI.